Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the last game. ZeNEX.Life is leading this BO3-1-0 in the ESV TV Korean Weekly Season 3, Week number 6. Man, is that a mouthful to say. It is a ZVT on ESV, Frigid Pass, and maybe the spawn locations are forced. This is the same exact spawn location I casted last time, and of course, this is the second time casting this map for me, and I'm not going to make the mistake of saying it could be a macro game, or it will be a macro game, because I just frankly don't know. We did see TLO prove me wrong, making that caster's curse correct, doing the complete opposite thing of what the caster says in the beginning of the game. But Life, I'm assuming he's going to be going for that 15 hatch. The thing I'm curious about, does he end up going for that early gas again? I'm going to call it an early gas just because so many Zerg players are delaying the gas until that 45 supply extractor trick going down. But they delay the gas and just favor getting like 4 to 6 queens out early on because, well, queens apparently can defend against a lot, especially with that ranged increase. But they could defend against a lot anyways. The range buff kind of just opened the Zerg's eyes to queens and made them kind of experiment a little bit more with them. I'm sure if the game was before that range buff and you had 6 queens out, you'd still be able to defend many of the early Terran aggression moves out. So we'll see exactly what ends up happening this game. I can't really make any comments of how quickly ASD will be going on a third base because simply, I don't know how it does play out. Generally, it looks like it could be relatively good for it, and I hope this map is cross-position first. Can you see how like quick that Overlord gets into this position? I can only imagine both the players, it's a ZVT, and both players spawn like in these bottom positions, and the Zerg scouts with the Overlord, he's like, oh crap, I scouted you first. It's a minute 45 seconds of the game, you know where I'm at. This isn't good. I smell a bunker rush coming. Because that may be what happens. The Terran player sees it as like, oh, great. He can just kind of use a barracks here, lift it down here, and cut a lot of the travel distance down. So I really hope you can't both spawn on the southern positions and the players just don't know the map. And another extractor trick. He's at 17, 18 supply. Was that a mistake? He did an extractor trick, but didn't go red. So I'm a little bit curious about that. Maybe he thought he was at 18 supply. I was like, you know what, let's do this. Oh, wait, no. So, not exactly sure what was going on there. Command center is about 3/4 of the way complete. It was a command center first out of ASD. So this is the build I called last game I casted on this map. Was like, oh, it's a relatively large map, probably command center first. And if they did spawn in these close positions, the Overlord saw that. Oh, man, would that spell disaster. Anyways, Jones going to be transferring down here to the natural and doesn't have the gas just yet. He's at 25 supply, so we'll keep an eye when Life ends up getting that gas. It doesn't look like he's going to be going for an early speed build. Maybe going to get a lot of queens out so he can push the creep out over this way to allow him to more safely take this third base. And we do see ASD also scouting that close by, I guess, north on this side base. So maybe they don't know you can't spawn there, or maybe you actually can. And man, would that be interesting if that happens one of these games. The SCV is going to be chased by 2 Lings, and he should know exactly where the Zerg player is by now. The Overlord going to be going into a safe spot. We'll be able to see it is a command center first, and the response will most likely be, oh, command center first, you're not going to put on pressure. I'm going to take my third base like now. He has already got his queens up to do the injects. And it may even be smart to cancel the queen if he sees this early enough, but the Overlord did stop, so he's not going to go in and not going to see the command center first, which means he's not going to get this third hatch up immediately. Does have a drone there anyways, so even without scouting that, that was his plan all along, to go for a relatively quick third base. And this is going to be that 3 hatch before layer style. I do expect him to get double gases right now and also start getting Evo chambers to get Ling upgrades and eventually go into layer tech, kind of like Stefano style, but he's only getting 1 gas right now and it's at 45 supply, so we'll see if he ends up getting another gas. This is a little bit of a variation. We do see a starport with a tech lab, so we will have Hellions, Banshees, and that's a lot of economic damage that ASD is going to be able to do. And, oh god, we have Life. He's not getting any spine close for defense. He's relying just on queens, and this is not what you want to do because the Banshee, she can come in here, do damage. He's going to have to use the queens to defend against the Banshees, while the Hellions are going to be left unchecked and go to the mineral line. This can do a lot of damage. This is one of the dangers of the players being so safe with queens, is Hellions just come, run past them, or Banshees come, pull Queens away, then Hellions come in. It's very hard to defend this, but if he does... What? You shall not lay a tumor here. I have no clue what that was about. Gonna cancel one of those tumors to prevent the Hellions from killing it. Cancel the other one. Nice job delaying the creep with those Hellions. And did that Overlord get sacrificed? No, it didn't. 7:30 in the game. Does not see that gas going down. And that may be enough to tip off a Terran player going on 4 gases off 2 base this early. There's going to be something going on. He is getting a 3rd base, and maybe this is normal for gas timing. I don't think it is. A Zergling will be coming in. See this bunker, not many Marines. And no, the Zergling does stop, does not keep going in. So every chance that Life has to scout this, he is just messing up, getting so unlucky right now. And that lair is started. He does have gas, but this could be trouble. The speed has just started. He is getting 1-1. That 1-1 started after the lair. So I guess that could be good. If he started the 1-1 before the lair, he wouldn't have an Overseer to deal with Cloaked Banshees, but it's not going to be the Cloaked variant. Reactor does go on the Starport, so he can start getting those medevacs up. Does have a tech lab on that factory, so he is going to be getting tanks this game. Doesn't look like he's going pure bio. Banshee shows herself, immediately gets that Overseer. The Spine Cola nowhere near done. Helen's like, well, you can tickle us, and we're just going to keep running past you. So he's not even going to bother splitting up. And those Hellions are going to be doing quite a bit of damage. I would hope the drones are lined up. There's a lot of Queens, but they don't decide to wall off. And those drones now getting toasted. Hellions going to come down here, and where'd that Banshee go? Did it get taken out? Looks like it may be up at the 3rd base. Going in this units tab. No, it is taken out, and Life defends that relatively well. 13 workers killed, and he is going with the Spire. Where is that Spire at? Down back here. Did that get scouted? If it did, that mutaplay, oh man, that may not be good. However, you got to keep in mind, ASD did put a lot into that. A lot of Hellions. That Banshee does put his Marine production behind. He's right now getting double reactors. So if a lot of mutas just suddenly come out, he's only got 600 gas, so he's only going to be able to build 6 mutas. And that's not going to be enough to do this. But if he had like 1,200 banked up, he may be able to just flat out win the game, because there's only 7 Marines out right now, and those mutas would kind of just hit a big snowball. I know there's going to be missile turrets. He's going to start those in about 10 seconds. You better start them. If he doesn't start them, he doesn't know the mutas on the way, and it may be possible because he did go for those reactors, and they may not pay for itself, but he is getting a Viking to kill Overlord so he can do drops possibly. I don't know if it's for... It's not for mutas because he is moving out with these Marines. He does not know about the mutas incoming, because you would not move out with the only like small group of anti-air, as the mutas would be making their way across the map. This could be really bad for ASD right now, as the mutas do come. Did not see the Spire. Had the vision of it, but did not see it. And the mutas are going to target down those SVs. One Booming Mister will go down. A handful of Marines do stem their way here, but that is enough mutas where they could just easily kill the Marines if they wanted to. And there we go. 1 Marine, 2 Marine, 3 Marine, 4. There's a Stefano joke in there somewhere. Or a potato, I think he was saying. But, yeah, SCV is going to be going down to those mutas, going off into the Workers Guild. It is tied up. Missile turrets are up. Marines are here to defend this natural, but those mutas did more damage than they should have, just because ASD had that scouted, just did not click on it or actually visibly see it, because you can kind of tell it's a Spire morphing in. You wouldn't build a Spine Crawler back here. Now, the dangerous thing is watching the game between Hero and Ret, placing things on the edge of the map like greater spires or big tech things could be an issue. Just going to put that out there. I've seen a lot of spires or greater spires go down in my day. We do have Lings going back here. We do have 4 bases for Life. Mistakenly, or maybe not mistakenly, he doesn't get these gases immediately. If he got those gases immediately, it would show he is going to be staying with these mutas and just going to be massing them and trying to win the game. But not taking those gases kind of does show he is going to be getting festers, getting more drones out probably. Maybe not drones. He is, yeah, at 82. Now going to get there. So I think this gas may have been a mistake, getting it later than normal. But he is keeping it balanced, not going to be so gas heavy, as he does get those infestors out and does have passion glands just done. You can see 3 infestors now popping out only building a few mutas. A handful of mutas, enough to pretty much one-shot a medevac very easily, even if they lose a few mutas, and that's what they're doing. You can see the creep from Life just spreading all about. Does not have overloads over here. That could be a mistake, so he's not defending against drops. If he had that, with these mutas, he would be drop-proof. And now, Life is going to be moving out. He has to do damage here because those infestors are coming out. He does have tanks, Marines, so he does have what it takes to kill off those infestors. Only at 3 tanks, though, so he's got to be careful when leapfrogging. You generally want 4 to 5 tanks when you leapfrog. A drop is going off over on the side. Overlords all huddled over here. They could be used for scouting, and one overlord does spot this as he is moving out on the corner. 1 meter right here going to be tickling the medevac. That won't be enough, but we will see all the medevacs come. That drop is going to be pretty much a dead drop. Marines do get landed, try to kill off a muta. Marines are at 1-1, Lings are at 2-2. +2 weapons just about done, +2 armor just starting. Big fungal growth off on a lot of those Marines. Banley's going to come try to finish the job off. The Viking kind of just chillaxing above the battle. And mutas do come pick that off. The supply, about 10 in the favor of Life, but he did use his energy, so those infestors now worthless. Doesn't have a good army to defend against this, so ASD can still do quite a bit of damage, but he's only got Marines. There's still Baneleys left. That 1 tank goes down instantaneously. Medevac's not going to be a big help against those Baneleys. It has to take them out somehow. Baneley's going to keep going in. And oh no, those Marines might go in, do get taken out by the Banelings. And this is going to be a steamroll from here on out. The Lings are coming in. Muta's going to go off on the missile drone. SME's trying to repair, does go down. More infestors come. GG. Life does 2-0 ASD right here. And those Banelings right here, that was bad. Could have picked them up in the medevac, went on the other side of the rocks. That would have been quick, good thinking. But hope you enjoyed the series. We will be going into another one. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I haven't seen my subscriber count go up like at all today. You're slacking, guys. You're slacking. That's all I can say.